Now let's talk about typography, which is a simple thing to edit and adjust in Canva. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the actual text, which in this case we already have it, but in case you need to create it from scratch, simply utilize the text item and you can simply drag and drop one of these directly onto the actual page, or you can simply click on T and you're going to have new text essentially spawn in the inside of the project. So we're going to double click on this one, and as you can see, the moment that we click on the text, we're going to find all sorts of different options here on the top. So the very first one is going to be the font, so you can easily go through the document fonts, so basically the fonts which are being used in this project, recommended fonts by the Canva AI that the thing would work well together, recently used fonts, fonts from the brand kit, and even uploaded fonts and all sorts of different popular fonts. Now, of course, you can easily simply type in the font that you want, and if it's available in Canva, you're going to find it here. Otherwise, you can simply upload it, and that's going to essentially help you adjust the font. You can also select one of the text styles, again, either from the brand kit or the document styles, so that you can maintain a level of consistency throughout your project. Over here, you can decide the size. So I can either click and choose between one of these presets, or simply add the number that I want, say 100, press enter, and I'm going to have exactly that font size. And you can also change the color, which this one is going to be self-explanatory. We already explored the color section, so you're already familiar with this specific segment. And over here we have the basics of the font weight. So if you wanted to make it bold, if it's applicable in this font, you can do so from here. Italics, underline, stroke through. So all of these are essentially on and off switches, together with also the uppercase. You can also change the alignment, which by clicking on the alignment, you can see that it's going to basically rotate between one type of alignment and the other. You can create a list. You can adjust the spacing, so either the letter spacing, or if you have two lines of this text, you can even adjust the line spacing, and you can decide where to anchor the text box, so either on top, middle, and bottom, in case you have a lot of space or simply extra space in general. So we're going to get rid of this one, and over here you can adjust the transparency. So if it's going to be 0, you won't see anything. 100%, it's going to be exactly that. And these are going to be effects also that you can apply for pretty much any element in Canva. So we're going to dive deep into this also in other areas, but real quick, you can simply add some of these effects, which, as you can see, navigate between outline strokes, glitch effects, neon, shadows, and you can of course decide all of these settings for each and every one of these, as well as the type of animation. So in this case, this is a presentation, so the moment that I present, I can decide which type of animation I'm going to have when this specific slide is displayed. And you can also choose the position. So if you want to align this to a fixed position in a specific way, or you can even decide the width, the height, maintaining the ratio. So for example, if I want this to be 500 pixels, you can see how now the box has been resized, and I can even maintain the ratio. So see that I click on the ratio, it's like 500. You can see that now the font resizes altogether, and I can even decide the y-axis and the x-axis position. So if I move it to 600, 700, 800, you get the deal. Oops, that's a little bit too much. And as well as the rotation. So if you want this to be at 45 degrees angle, you can easily do that. But I prefer to simply adjust it by utilizing this handlebar right here. And if you want specific increments, you can simply use Shift, and then you can actually go ahead and create some more specific rotation. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the fonts. And now let's move on to the very next video.